Chapter 31. Rimuru Pav. It has been approximately 1700 years since I first met Chloe. Time sure passes like nothing. Many things have happened in this much time. In the fight that Chloe and I had when we first met, Chloe exceeded my expectations. I thought that after her evolution, she would become as strong as Velgrind or slightly stronger than her, but she has become as strong as Velzard, Guy, and Diablo. When I first saw her stats after her evolution, I was also surprised by her growth. Seal really overdid it with her. Well, can't do anything about it. But more than that, I was shocked to see how powerful her skill truly is. She has one of the most powerful skills. Her skill is like this. Ultimate skill. Space-time god. Yog Sohorts. Sub-skills. 1 Thought acceleration. Accelerates the user's thought processing speed up to a factor of a millions of times. 2 Analytical appraisal. Analyzes and assesses the target. 3 Chant annulment. Eliminates the need for chanting when using magic. 4 All of creation. The ability to comprehend any non-concealed phenomena in this world. 5 Space-time domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. Infinite prison. It entombs the target inside of an infinitely vast space for eternity and prevents any interaction between the inside and outside. It doesn't weaken over time and cannot be damaged via standard physical damage. Moreover, the skills of the target are sealed along with them, making them impossible to use for the most part, though certain low-energy skills can still be used to some extent if the target is particularly strong. 6 Multi-dimensional barrier. It is a barrier-type skill that achieves absolute defense through the utilization of an always-active multi-layer barrier in combination with Dimension Fault, the upgraded version of Ural's absolute defense. It boasts foolproof defense against physical, elemental, and emission-type attacks. Its performance is comparable to Michael's Castle Guard. 7 Time domination. It gives the user complete control over the element of time, allowing them to manipulate and utilize the element of time as they wish. 8 Robber. It allows the user the ability to copy and obtain the skills of those they are fighting. It grants the user the ability to steal power even from those weaker than the user. It also gives the user the ability to steal power from their opponents, effectively weakening their skills in magic. 9 Life domination. Its abilities include rewriting infants of the soul and stealing the body's energy. After seeing her stats and skills, and after my duel with her, now I am 100% sure that she is as strong as Velzard, Guy, and Diablo. It's because she has a barrier as strong as Michael's Castle Guard, and her fighting skills that she had honed for so much time. But the likes of Milam and Veldora can destroy this barrier, and I am pretty sure that if Romulus fights in serious mode, she can also defeat her as well as destroy this barrier. Note, it is not the actual Castle Guard, but her barrier is comparable to Michael's Castle Guard. I think her barrier is this strong because of Seal giving her some part of Michael, which later integrated into her previous ultimate skill. Then that skill evolved into this skill, which is why her barrier is comparable to Castle Guard. But with her ultimate skill, along with her sword skills that she has honed for so long, combined with her existence value, she can be as strong as Velzard and the others. But still, her becoming this strong is an accomplishment in itself. I am truly proud of her. I was shocked when I saw that in her stats, she had my blessing because I don't recall giving her my blessing, but Seal cleared my doubt. She said that when she created a soul corridor with Chloe, it was possible to give her my blessing, also to evolve her into a supreme chaos spirit. Chloe needed my blessing. So, with Chloe's consent, Seal gave her my blessing. And that's why Chloe had my blessing. Well, all that happened, and right now she is as strong as Velzard and others. Cool, right, but still, if you think about it, then there is such a waste of potential in Rudra because Chloe needed to evolve into a supreme chaos spirit in order to achieve this strength, while Rudra, still being a true hero and a divine human, and without being a supreme chaos spirit, managed to become as strong as them. It is quite a feat in itself. Truly, he has so much potential. I can bet that if he had time like Chloe to hone his skills, then he would have become so much stronger than what he had become. And above all else, that idiot has given up Uriel for Michael. Such a waste of potential. Well, can't do anything about it. After that fight, everyone left to their place, even Vels and Grind left too. But before they left, they had a talk with Chloe. I don't know what kind of talk they had, and they didn't even let me hear a single word, but they let Seal know everything. Why do women have such a difficult thinking process that their thoughts are hard to understand for men? They've also turned me into their dress-up doll. Every day, they make me try different types of clothes. The worst part is it's not only Seal and Chloe, but also Vels and Grind. Well, as long as they are happy, I'm fine with it. After that day, I told Veldora to release his aura constantly. It's not all of his aura, but only a little, enough that it surrounds the entire Jura forest and no more. He's leaking enough of his aura that the entire world is aware of his existence, and they know that he resides in the Jura forest and that this forest belongs to him. Also, it makes everything perfect, like when the time of my plan arrives, meaning when I start to build my kingdom and when Veldora's disappearance becomes necessary. The things that are happening are perfect for my plan. Like now, if only Veldora would stop releasing aura and hide his presence, then everything would happen as it did in my other variant's timeline. Like when Veldora stops releasing his aura at the time when Canon Rimuru should have been born and hides his presence, then the world will think that he had disappeared or died, similar to what happened in the LN. After that, the story can follow the same timeline of events as in the lane, but with different events and storylines. After almost 1600 years, nothing particularly special happened, but one noticeable thing is that Veldora and Milam started spending too much time together, and Ramirez is with them most of the time. They told me they are going to create some combo moves and new techniques to surprise me. I am also interested in their new moves, which is why I didn't ask them too much about it. Another noticeable thing is that during this time period, Diablo and Guy had many duels with each other, but there is no clear winner between their fights. We can say they are equal in power, skill, weapons, and techniques. This equality is because Diablo can borrow turn null energy from me and use it, while on the other hand, Guy had copied Milam's Magical's breeder reactor when they were fighting. Although Guy couldn't fully utilize the copied ability, and it doesn't even generate Stardust energy, it can only create Magicals, not Stardust energy. Even if it can only generate Magicals, Guy still wasn't able to fully utilize it like Milam. That's why we can say that both of them are equal. I know that Guy had copied Milam's Magical's breeder reactor. Because of the soul corridor that we have. Seal can completely analyze anyone who has a soul corridor with me. That's why I know that Guy had copied Milam's Magical's breeder reactor. Also, because I have authority over everything, I can analyze and find out everything about anyone and everyone just by looking at them. If I unseal my omniscience, then I don't even need to analyze them, because when I unseal my omniscience, I know everything. Chloe and Vels also had many duels with each other, and in their fights, sometimes Chloe wins and sometimes Vels emerges as the winner. So we can also say that they are equal. Another noticeable thing is that some weak people also joined us, while some left too. For instance, there was one person named Kazarim or something. Soon, he also died at the hands of someone. I think his name is Leon or something. Also, 100 years ago, Chloe left me. She said that initially, her soul was supposed to leave her body and that Chronoa and Hinata's souls were supposed to remain in her body to fight Veldora, as always. This happened because originally her main body from this timeline was summoned to this world with her adoptive brother Leon Cromwell, who recently joined our Demon Lord Council. He is also the one who is going to summon Shizu-san. Don't worry, Shizu-san, I will save you. And when they were being summoned, due to some dimensional gaps, her body from this timeline was sent into the future, where she was going to become my student, only if I were reincarnated as a slime. She was able to stay here and avoid her soul going into her body from this timeline. Also, I can do that too. But she said that she wants to experience being a student of mine from this timeline as well. She said that because I am different from my other variants, or actually, my other variants are different from me, she wanted to experience being my student. I asked her multiple times about what she means exactly because I don't understand the difference between me and my other variants, but she just said that she wants to and she is going to do it. After spending this much time with women, I still don't understand how a woman's mind works exactly, except for Seal, of course. Right now, her main adult body is inside my imaginary space and only her soul is left in her main adult body. Meaning her core, material, spiritual, and astral bodies are inside my imaginary space and the only thing absent is her soul, which is in her original body sent into the future. When I take Alice, Chloe, Kenya, Ryota, and Gale from this timeline into the dwelling of spirits, I only need to bring her main adult body outside from my imaginary space. Then her soul will inhabit her core, material, spiritual, and astral bodies. In other words, she will again come back to her original adult body with all of her memories, powers, and skills intact. But after that, she will lose her child original body, which belongs to this timeline. This will happen because her core, material, spiritual, and astral bodies are present there, and due to their strength, her original child body from this timeline will be absorbed into her adult body. Actually, Chloe didn't have a core before, and she only had material, spiritual, and astral bodies. However, after evolving into a supreme chaos spirit, she acquired a core for herself. Like how Rimuru created a core for himself when he evolved into a true dragon in the LN. And no, he didn't have a core before, and I am sure of it because I just reread Lane Volume 14 to 16 last week. Well, that happened approximately 100 years ago. Right now, I am sitting in my house, and Romulus, Veldora, and Milam are also here. I am sure they will barge in here any moment because today marks 1700 years since I told them that I will fight them after 1700 years. And here they come. 3, 2, 1, asterisk boom. Sigh, I am tired of telling them not to cause chaos in the home. Rimuru, Rimuru, Rimuru. Milam came straight on top of me, shouting like crazy. Hey bro, Rimuru. Veldora also came behind Milam, shouting in his usual manner while releasing a lot of his aura. Ha ha ha, the time has come for the master to shine. Romulus joined in with Veldora, boasting his ego. Sigh, I think I made a wrong choice by deciding to fight them. Well, can't do anything about it. Since I have already promised them, then I have to fight them. What happened, guys? Why are you shouting? I asked them, standing up while gently taking Milam down from on top of me. I knew why they were shouting, but I decided to act oblivious to it. Whoa, how could you forget that we have our three-way fight? It's not fair. Milam started to accuse me. Yeah, how could you forget about our fight? We have prepared for this for so long. Veldora continued. First of all, I didn't forget about our fight, and we are still going to have it. And secondly, don't shout without any reason. I said to them, if you didn't forget, then why did you ask? Milam asked me, with Veldora and Romulus nodding in agreement behind her. I just asked, that's all. And don't worry, we are going to fight, and today. Diablo. I called out to Diablo. Yes, my lord. Diablo appeared instantly and bowed. Go and tell Guy, Vels, and Grind that I have called them, I ordered Diablo. I had called them because last time Vels and Grind came here, they said they wanted to see our fight. So, I told Diablo to call them, and if I'm going to call them, might as well call Guy too. Understood, my lord. He bowed again and left. Why did you tell him to call the sisters and Guy? Veldora asked me. Well, Vels and Grind said they wanted to see our fight, and if he is going to call them, then might as well call Guy, I replied to Veldora as we started to head outside. That is a good idea. In this way, everyone will witness the power of the great mighty storm dragon Veldora Tempest. Ku ha 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 ha, Veldora said and started doing his Veldora things. That's not going to happen, Veldora, because everyone is going to watch me, and they don't have enough time to see you. Ha 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 ha. Milam chimed in and started arguing with Veldora. As if they can avoid my greatness. Ha ha ha, Veldora replied to Milam in a competitive way. Ha ha ha, take that, Milam. Master is the best. Am I right, Master? Romulus boasted, siding with Veldora. Yeah, Romulus, you are right. I am the best. I am the great mighty storm dragon Veldora Tempest after all. Veldora said, boasting himself. Waha, in your dreams, you too. That's not going to happen. Milam replied to them while floating in the air. And why is she capturing Romulus? That's enough, guys. We haven't started the fight yet, so why are you already fighting? I said to them, their constant bickering irritating me. It's not me, Rimuru, it's this Veldora and Romulus. Yeah, it's Veldora and Romulus. Milam said, blaming Veldora and Romulus. No, you all three are fighting, so don't blame each other, and that's enough fighting for now, or else I won't fight with you. I warned them, as I am sensing that Velgrind has already left the Eastern Empire. Now only Vels and Guy are left. It seems Sister Velgrind is coming here, Veldora also said. What, Aunt Velgrind is coming? Oh, please not Aunt Velzard too. Veldora, please hide me. Milam said, starting to hide behind Veldora. Did she do something to them? What happened, Milam? Did you do something to them? I asked her, but I have a suspicion that she must have pulled some prank on them. Well, why? You see, I didn't do anything. It's all Veldora's fault. Yeah, he is the one who gave me that idea. Milam said once again, trying to blame Veldora. Why do they always do that? If Veldora did anything that might get him scolded, he always puts the blame on Milam, and if Milam did something like that, she always puts the blame on Veldora. I didn't give you the idea or anything, Veldora said, accusing Milam. Yeah, Master didn't do anything. I was there that time, and I saw all of it. It's not Master's fault, because I, the Great Spirit Queen, will never tell lies. Rimuru said, mimicking some old sage. Calm down, guys, and tell me what happened, I asked them. They told me everything. They said that one day, when they were relaxing after finishing making some moves, Veldora and Rimuru were reading manga. In that manga, Veldora saw two women who looked the same but had different hair colors, and he said to Milam and Rimuru that if Vels and Grind had these colored hairs, then they would be so funny to see. After that, they imagined it and laughed about them for some time. Inspired by the pictures from that manga, Milam snuck into Guy's place and put the same color on Velsard's hair, and she did the same with Velgrind's hair. And now she is afraid that they will find out that she is the one who pranked them, and that's why she is nervous about them. Sigh, how typical of them. Don't worry, guys, I'll manage everything, but only for this once, I said to them, because no matter what, they are my friends, and as a friend, I have to take responsibility for their actions. Yeah, Milam and Veldora said in happiness. Actually, there is no need to worry because they don't know that it is Milam who did this. So when they come here, we will pretend like nothing happened, and then everything will be fine, I explained to them. Actually, if they don't know that it is her who pranked them, then we just need to pretend like nothing happened, and there is nothing to worry about. And even if they found out about it by the time our fight will already have started, so they can't interfere with it either. Which means they have to wait till our fight ends, and we can think of something till then. And it seems that they are here, I said to them, because now I can sense that all of them have arrived here. It's been a while, Rimuru. Guy greeted me as he came towards me. Behind him, Vels and Grind also arrived. Well, they didn't greet me, but it's fine, I guess because they stayed here for a week and then left last week, so I don't think there is any need to greet each other. Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been? I greeted him back, and later, we exchanged some pleasantries. It's already time for your fight, huh? Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. Guy said, and I can clearly see excitement on his face. Me too. This fight will be worth watching, Vels also added her thoughts. I am sure that this fight will be worth watching, but I am more interested in the moves that Milam and Veldora have made. By the way, where is Milam? I can't see her. Velgrind told her thoughts about our fight and asked about Milam. Actually, when they arrived, Milam has gone into the house, and Veldora has shoved his face into his manga and is reading it. I don't understand how he is reading manga from this close. Well, she is inside the house, and I think she had something to prepare, but she will come in time, so there is no need to worry. And about the fight, that has to wait a little, I lied about Milam. Why is that? Veldora said in complete shock. Well, first why, I was going to tell him, but Milam suddenly came in front of me out of nowhere. Why, Rimuru, why are we not fighting? Milam started to ask rapid questions, all the while shaking me violently. I never said that we are not going to fight. I just said that we have to wait a little, and a little means an hour or so, I told Milam before she could make my milkshake by shaking me. That's it, we just have to wait for a while, then it's okay, I guess, Milam said, finally releasing me. But why do we have to wait? Veldora finally said something since his sisters arrived. Well, actually, it's about you, old man, I said to Veldora, and now everyone is looking at me confused. Don't tell me he did something that made you stop our fight. If that's the case, let me give him a good beating. Milam said, and now she is ready to attack Veldora. Hey, I didn't do anything. We were together before we came towards Rimuru, remember? So how could I do something? Veldora replied to Milam while he caught her fist. That's enough, you two. I am sure that Rimuru meant something else than what you think. Vels said, stopping both of them. Hi, Aunt Velsard. Milam immediately stopped and saluted Vels. If you knew that you were going to regret pranking them, then why did you prank them in the first place? What about me? Veldora, the most confused person amongst them, asked. It's not that you did something, but it's something that you have to do before our fight, I told him. And now all of them were more confused than before. Let me explain. What we're going to do is first, Veldora will transform into his dragon form and then he will attack that vampire Luminous's country. After destroying more than half of her country, I will come there and stop him. Then, after stopping him, I will stop the time of the world completely, and completely means not even the people who can move in the suspended world will be able to move. And I will allow only you guys, along with that vampire Luminous, to move in the suspended world. After stopping time, I will deploy a barrier over the world that will prevent the world from any destruction that will happen during our fight. Then, Milam will join us, and then we can have our fight. I explained my plan to them. Seal and I came up with this plan in our free time. We decided to go with this plan because it will make sure that only Veldora will be responsible for the destruction of Luminous's country. And after stopping him and stopping the whole world's time, including those who can move in the suspended world, we can have our fight without anyone interfering. And about making Luminous move in the suspended world, it's because I think that after seeing our battle, she might start to pay attention to her subordinates. It's because in my other variant's timeline, she didn't pay attention to her subordinates, and that's why her people attacked Tempest. So I hope she will change, and even if she doesn't, it won't affect me anyway, so including her is just like showing off our power to her. Who cares about her anyway? If they attack us even after this, then I'll just have to destroy them. Why is that? Why does Veldora have to do this? Guy was the first one to ask after thinking for a little while. Well, the future is interesting, and to make that future more interesting, Veldora needs to do this. So, does anyone have a problem with it? I told them while releasing some of my aura when I said the last part. Well, I don't have a problem with it. If you're saying this, that means you must have a good reason behind it. And an interesting future does sound intriguing, Guy said, somewhat scared or excited. Well, as long as he is in control and doesn't go on a rampage like before, then I don't have a problem with it either. Velgrin shared her thoughts, and Vels nodded in agreement with her. I haven't gone on a rampage anymore, and as I recall, the last time I did something like that was more than 80 million years ago, Veldora defended himself. But a quick glare from his sisters shut him up. Well, if you guys don't have a problem with it, then we don't need to wait anymore, right? Then you, Breeze Dragon, go and do your job, I said to them, and after getting a nod of confirmation, I instructed Veldora to go and destroy Luminous's country. All right then, let this world witness the majestic sight of my dragon form. Veldora declared loudly and started to release his aura. Soon, he transformed into his majestic dragon form. Ruer, Veldora let out an ear-deafening roar. Hey, old man, don't destroy all of it, only half of it. I shouted to Veldora as he started to fly towards Luminous's country. Don't worry, brother, I know what to do. Veldora replied back to me as he increased his speed. It has been 15 minutes since Veldora left, so I think it's time for me to go and stop him. Guy, I'm going to stop Veldora, so in the meanwhile, you go and take Luminous with your people, I ordered Guy. Is it necessary to take her? I mean, she's not that strong, Guy asked once again. Yes, it is necessary. I sternly replied. There's also one more reason. I want her to know that I exist, I mean, my title, and I want her to witness my power. So when in the future we actually meet face to face, her reaction will be fun to watch. He. Fine, I'll do it, Guy said in defeat as he prepared to leave. And you guys, stay with Guy. I mean, you all stay together, so it will be easy to put a barrier on all of you at the same time, and you won't be harmed by our fight. Milam, you can enter the fight when I stop time after stopping that old man, I instructed them. After receiving confirmation from them, I prepared to transform into my dragon form for the first time. Third person Pav. After receiving a nod of confirmation from others, Rimuru made some distance between himself and the others and started to glow. Before everyone's eyes, Rimuru transformed into his true dragon form. His true dragon form looks like this. Rimuru's dragon form is pitch black in color, which shows nothingness, as if telling everyone that nothingness itself is insignificant compared to him. He also has some white, blue, and red dots on it, which represent creation. His shining golden eyes with a red tint radiate pure power that threatens the entire existence, suggesting that they will be turned into nothingness if he wishes it. As soon as he transformed into his true dragon form, the space around him started to distort, and time around his body stopped, as if showing respect to him. The world witnessed the glory of Rimuru's true dragon form for the first time. His dragon form is twice as big as Veldanava's dragon form. And Veldanava's dragon form is twice as big as the combined size of Veldora, Velzard, and Velgrind's dragon forms. In his dragon form, Rimuru covered the entire Jura forest, with some parts of his body extending beyond its borders. People all over the world could see his immense size. This day, the entire world witnessed the majestic sight of Rimuru's dragon form, which is mesmerizing to all onlookers. Seeing his dragon form firsthand, Velzard and Velgrind were in awe, while on the other hand, Guy, Rain, and Misery were just gobsmacked. On the other hand, Diablo sang praises of Rimuru's dragon form. After transforming into his true dragon form, Rimuru let out a deafening roar that shook the entire world. His roar alone caused earthquakes and disasters to erupt throughout the world. As he flew towards Luminous's country, the land below him tore apart, and the sky above him split in half. From this day forth, the entire world became aware of the existence of the fifth and strongest true dragon. To be continued.